That is hot cross buns made. They are fabulous. They really are fabulous. Look in there. Oh, hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we are making hot cross buns. I'm going to do it with a stand mixer and we're going to cook it in the high sapiente air fryer. Now I'm using the mixer today. I've not used a mixer in months actually, but just to make this a bit quicker and easier for me, it can knead away in the mixing bowl and I don't have to keep kneading and kneading, even though I need the exercise. Okay, in the bowl I have my flour and all we're going to do is chuck in all the dry ingredients. So I want a little bit of salt in there, going in there with our sugar, going in there with our yeast, mixed spice and a little bit of cinnamon, not much. We're just going to give that a little gentle turning round in there just to get that fully incorporated in there before we add our wet ingredients. We're not making this hard. We're going straight in there with the water. We've got an egg. That's going in there, and I've got a little bit of nearly completely melted butter, and then we're going to chuck it on the mixer and get mixing. Now we have got a dough hook and that's what we'll be using today, so that's on there. Okay, nice and steady with our mixer. We just need to bring that together a little bit, you know, so we're going to go on nice and gently. Oh, it sounds rough, this. It's not been used for a long time. So we just bring that in there nice and steady, and then we're going to turn it up a little bit, mix it a bit quicker. So what we're trying to do is bring it all in there, and it's going to be very sticky indeed. Our mix has started to come away from the side there, but it's still very, very sticky. Now the fruit mixture that you go in with is up to you. I've got mixed peel and I've got raisins. You can put currants in there. The combination is up to you completely actually. And then all we're going to do is just give that a little slow mix through there. Just bring it all in. We might just have to give it a little scrape down. Now we've got quite a sticky mix there, but we're not going to worry about it. We're going to take a bowl. I've got a bowl somewhere. We're going to take a bowl and we're going to just bob in a little bit of oil in that bowl. Just a tiny bit. And we're just going to give it a rub round all over, because this thing we do not want to stick in here. So let's get that out of there. Move our machine, and then we're just going to get our mix in there. Just tip it all in, blob it in there. So all we're going to do is just put a little bit of a cover over that. Cover it with anything you want. I've got cling wrap going on there. And you want to be putting that somewhere nice and snug, so it rises up. We want to double it in size. It only take about an hour and a half if it's warm. Right, I've got this thing sat here, look, and it has doubled in size. You got the old wobble on there, but this is very sticky indeed. So we're going to have to tip it out, knock it back, chuck it back in there for a second rise. We're just going to put some of that flour in there just for our hands, because this thing is really sticky. So I want a little bit of that on there, and then we need to get that out of there. The blob. out it comes. Okay, this is sticky, sticky, sticky. And we just want to knock the air out of it. Give it a little mix in like that. How easy is that? Nice and straightforward, and that is going to go back in our bowl. Okay, so all we're going to do now is put that back in our bowl and let it rise up again. There's our bowl. In it goes, and we're going to wrap that over and let it come up again, and then we're going to break it up into our dough balls. Now, it's quite warm here today. This will probably only take half an hour. So let's just get it wrapped over. So there we have it. That is our dough. Going to come up for a second time. So we just need to put that so it rises. Okay, we've got some flour in here. We're going to go in there with some water, and we want a little bit of oil. And we're just going to mix that into a paste. Now that is going to be our cross on our hot cross bun. Should be okay. Now that should be ready to go when our dough is proofed, and we just be able to squirt it on with a piping bag. Okay, we're getting a heck of a dome on on this plastic. This thing is, whew. Right, oven on at home, you want to be putting your oven on for about 190 degrees. 380, that should do it. I'm going to put this high sapiente oven on for about 170 after we've divided the dough. We don't have to do it just yet, you know, because it warms up pretty quick. Okay, right, this dough is going to be really sticky. So put a little bit of flour in here. It's going to be really sticky, and we want the dough balls to be about 100 grams each. So what we have to be doing is chucking some of that on there and getting our ball of dough out of there. Right, we want 100 gram balls, thereabouts. So I've got some scales, and we need to just be coming in there like that. So let's just take that. What we got? Oh, way over 140. Okay, we want to be coming in about that then. Somewhere around about there. So we know that these are going to be way too big then. 85. So just a little bit of flour in your hands. We don't want to flour this up too much, but just bring it round so you get a nice little ball. And we want to be doing that every one 100, whoa, 100 grams straight out. So 100 grams on every one. A 100 gram balls for 12 balls leaves that. So we're going to do that. We just need to be rolling those up in our hands. You can roll it on there if you so wish. That's up to you. And we're going to put that in our tin. Now don't forget, we're going to have 12 of these in there. So there's our 12 hot cross buns to be in there. Now we are going to let them rise up for about 15 minutes tops, and then we're going to put our white cross on there. So I'm just going to take some plastic bag, and that is going in there just like that to rise. Right, I'm going to get my oven on. My oven's going on for about 170 actually. Let's get that preheated. It's going. Right, we have to put our cross mix that we mixed up, our flour, water and oil, into a piping bag. Our piping mixture. Now, you have to pipe continuously, straight across, straight across. Don't cut the hole too big. So we want to come straight across from one side to the other. And then straight over there. And then all we got to do now is get that in that oven. Straight in there. And we want to be cooking that for about 20 minutes. So we're going to do 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We'll set it for 20 minutes and we'll have a look. We might have to give it an extra 5. So 25 minutes in the oven maximum. Same for you at home, 190, 20, 25 minutes. Now we need to be making up a sugar glaze or an apricot glaze, anything to glaze over the top of our hot cross buns. Now I'm just going to go with a little bit of sugar in there, and I'm just going to put in a little bit of water, and then we're just going to put it on the stove, warm it up to make a sugar glaze. That is all. Okay, looking at that, I think that's about got it actually. That's got it. We don't need to be having that in there any longer than that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, they look absolutely tremendous. Now the smell in here is off the charts. Right, this is our sugar syrup that we've just mixed up. Now like I say, you can use apricot jam if you so want. That's up to you. But what we have to do is just get some of that on there now before this thing dries. What happens is this is going to put a nice little glaze over the top, but it's also going to sink into the top of there a little bit and make it a little bit soft on top. So that's it. We're just going to let that stand now. That'll dry on there in about 10 minutes time or so, and then we're going to take that out of there, just lift it out and let it cool down on a rack. And then we've got our tear and share hot cross buns. Fantastic. Okay, it's time to be dropping these out of here back onto that rack underneath. And they're a little bit warm actually. Oh, come on. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, yes, please. Look how soft they are. That is perfect. Just let them cool down. We're going to break one open. We'll break it open, have a look inside, and then we might slice it up, put it in the toaster and smother it with butter. Fantastic. Okay, it's a tear and share. Oh, look in there. Oh, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, that is hot cross buns made. They are fabulous. They really are fabulous. Look in there. Oh, right, my way of eating these, which I have done for years, I'm going to slice it in half, shove it in the toaster, slather some butter all over it, and let it dribble down my chin. So that's how we're going to serve it up. Hot cross buns made. Happy Easter, everyone. Just look how the soft and plumped up that is. That is fantastic. Oh, citrusy, and it's got that butter on. That is superb. Oh, I absolutely love hot cross buns. That is hot cross buns made. I hope you enjoy what we're doing. Don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Happy Easter. And that sugary top is fantastic. Oh.